The stories that you hear are so bad.
These children came from environments that were brutal.
Ano po yung, ano po ako ng customer, yung nasa isip ko lang po yung makakain ako sa isang araw 3 beses. Kahit po na nahiya po ako sa sarili ko, ginagawa ko po yun para po ako mabuhay.
It's very difficult to sit here and not get emotional about what they've come through and how young they are.
These girls as young as 8 years old are having sex 8 to 10 times a day.
That means that they're forced to do anything that a man will want.
A lot of them get pregnant, a lot of them get STDs, a lot of them will die of AIDS.
It's just disgusting that these people do this to children.
So this is what is going on in some dark corners of the earth. They were very poor, but she came from a normal family.
She was approached by a lady from Manila who offered her a job in a department store. And this was one of those times when they thought this is a gift from God, this opportunity.
Instead of taking her to a department store, the woman brought her to a brothel instead.
She was subjected to the most horrific things. She has very good English and she's very attractive, and this made her extremely popular, which worked tremendously against her.
Her family went looking for her because they did not hear anything about her.
Her brother and her father had tried to get her out of the brothel when they found out where she was.
Yung pamilya ko nadamay, yung ganun da.
And they turned up at the brothel, announced who they were and that they'd come to get her back, and they just were blocked out of the brothel, which was absolutely devastating.
She was freed from that situation because there was a raid by the police. When she first arrived, she was withdrawn and she was crying all the time. But little by little, she opened up and participated in the activities of the safe home. Eventually, her real self emerged. It's a beautiful self. It's a self that is concerned for other people. And when the proper time came, after assessment, we finally brought her home.
I'm fully recovered of everything.
The day that she was reunited, I wasn't there, but I've heard the story, that her blind mother just hung on to her and just wouldn't let her go, just said, "My baby, my baby, my baby."
I love him very much. Yung gagawin niya po kung ano po yung kaya niyang gawin tayo.
Of everything they'd been through and the fact that they'd had this daughter torn away, and they finally had her back. She had had this real smile, not a fake smile that she'd had to give men for years.
Naging maganda po yung buhay ko.
The fact that she was free and she'd started this new life, it was an utterly touching moment. And she went over to her mother, put her arms around her mum, and just started to sob. I started crying. I couldn't deal with it. I had tears dripping off my chin. But that was the kind of moment that it was. Turns big men into babies.
Children should be cared for. They should be in a family where they are loved. But that is not what's happening to millions of children around the world.
They come into the round home in all sorts of conditions.
One girl was trying to commit suicide all the time. Our backs were turned.
Kaya yun, hindi ko po matiis yung nasa loob ako ng bahay, kaya po pag-isipan kong maglaslas.
We aim to restore them, to bring back what has been lost as much as possible.
Opo, nung napasok na po ako sa center, sa round home po.
They have to just be so gentle from the moment they arrive to understand the girls and watch them come through this process.
The love they receive is really what heals them.
Treating them like a human being again, instead of a commodity to be bought and sold.
It is about life. They give life back to these girls. So how long should the process take? Until they've got their life back. That's what they're about.
And every time I come in, the kids are happy, jumping, playing sports, visibly healed.
Their life before were far from being peaceful. So we'd like them to feel peace.
What a terrible state they were, and how Love 146 has helped to save them.
What's the most powerful force on the planet? I think love is, and it's called Love 146 for that reason.